Welcome, viewers, to another fabulous episode of Unapologetically Free. Now, today I'm going to talk about my thoughts on comparison. Now, to me, comparison is something that is good. When you compare yourself to your peers, especially to the peers that are more successful than you get this sense of negative motivation. You get this sense of, hey, what's happening to me? Why are my peers ahead of me? And why am I not achieving the same level of success as my peers? Now, there is a huge difference between this sense of motivation and inspiration. To me, inspiration comes from people who are like mentors and role models, in the sense that they are so much more advanced in life that you wouldn't really compare yourself to them, but rather you aspire to be like them. Peers to me are people that are around your age, the people who show you that, hey, we've been living on earth for the same period and same amount of time, and yet I've achieved so much more. What have you been doing with your life? And to me, that always gives me this sense of, yeah, I better wake up my idea and do something with my life and in my life. Now, I do know that some people find this sense of comparison bad. I agree that it can turn quite bad if you choose to just wallow in self-pity and self-doubt. But you have to realize that comparison is natural. It happens to everyone, and to me it's very hard to extinguish. So instead of doing that, whenever it occurs, let it be a source of motivation. Let it be a source of motivation, because you gain energy when you compare. But you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful not to get sucked into this state that is negative, or get sucked into doing something that you don't truly believe in because other people are doing it. Get this, your success is determined by yourself. Whatever you want for life and in life is determined by yourself. There is ultimately no need to achieve success the way other people say or want to. But if you do want to, then a healthy dose of comparison can be good for you. Let me just give you an example. I just recently read an article on one of my peers who's 1 year younger than me, and it shows on that article that she has already started on an entrepreneurial journey, got certain grants for this project, and is leading a team and so on. And it made me wonder, hey, this person is even 1 year younger than me, and she has been achieving so much. What have I been doing? So when I have this mindset, what happens is, when I'm tempted to slack off, when I'm tempted to just give up on certain things, I think about these people out there killing it. I think about all these people who are advancing, who are growing, who are perhaps working out, and who are doing all these things, and I tell myself, hey, if those people can do it, I can do it. And this motivates me, and therefore sometimes it's just so important to put yourself in a position where you allow that comparison to motivate you. But very, very important point that I want to emphasize: use it only for the motivation. Use comparison to get the energy, but don't let it change the direction of your life unless you choose to. For example, if your friends are all perhaps going to professions, right? If they are all working a certain job and doing things a certain way, don't let that sense of comparison derail you from what you truly believe in, derail you from your values, because your values, they are more important than anything else. For example, when I hear about people of my age who work so hard, perhaps start a company, it motivates me, but it doesn't mean necessarily that I want to start a company. It means that I want to achieve a similar level of success the way I dictate it. I want to at least be able to put in the same number of hours as these targets of comparison. It's so crucial. This race that you run is your own. Don't let anyone tell you what you can do or what you should do, but you should at times look around and see how people run their race and be motivated by that. And the last thing I want to mention, don't set impossible targets. Okay, let's say you're just so motivated because this friend around your age just looks swole and really buff, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You won't reach there. You won't reach that stage or that state in a week. Maybe not even in months, depending on how advanced the other person is. And that is when you have to realize this important philosophy. You cannot skip steps. Things follow a natural progression. And if you want to reach step 100, you have to reach step 99, step 98, and so on and so forth. And if you're only at step 1, the next step that you have to take is step 2. Don't be so hung up on the fact that other people are at step 100. Just do the work. You can increase the pace that you take the steps, but ultimately you cannot skip steps. You can't go to the gym one day lifting 100 pounds and the next day you expect to be able to double the amount of weight you lift. It is impossible. You have to put in the work. That is what the motivation is for. Not for you to daydream, not for you to be delusional, but the motivation is for you to work your butt off. Whatever you are doing right now, by stopping this whole fapping thing, by stopping pornography, use this energy and create something in your life, create something with your life. Go and pursue the things that are important to you. It could be spending time with loved ones, mending broken relationships, starting a business, working even harder at the job that you love. With this energy, you will not fail. You will not fail in any undertaking that you take in the long run. You will not fail in the long run. You may meet with some temporary defeat, but you will not fail as long as you keep moving forward. And comparison is just one of the tools that you can use to help keep you on track. Because sometimes when the only benchmark that we have is ourselves, we never really know where we are. We do not realize how effective or efficient people can be. So look around you and be motivated by the people that you draw comparisons with, and it will be tremendously helpful to your life. So if you like this video, like it, subscribe, comment, share it, and I'll see you again.